Previously, for this video right here, where we looked at all the alpha skills for level 9 and compared their damage, I said that if we got to 200 likes, I would do the beta skills and the gamma skills. Well, we made it a pretty long ways. We're at 126 likes, and honestly, I'm just tired of waiting. So I'm gonna do the beta skills in this video, and then probably the gamma skills in a later video for every single character, and we're gonna see how much damage they do. Let's get into it. First up, we have Deku with his beta skill. Let's see how much damage he does. 171 damage. That is a lot of damage for a beta skill. One hit of the beta skill, but it does have a long recharge timer, and it just recharged. It took me that whole amount of talking for it to recharge. Next up, we have Bakugo with his grenades. He has 4 charges on his grenades, so one hit from the grenade, what will it do? 86 damage. 86 damage from one hit, and you can hit 4 of these in a row potentially. That's actually, like, look at how fast that is. That's so nuts. Okay, but they do get knocked down after 2, it looks like, so that balances out a little bit. Next up, we have Oraka. Let's see how much damage she does. She will knock down the opponent after a set amount of time, but even then, a lot of times she can spin through the knockdown, which is kind of insane. 45, 45, 45, 3 times. 3 hits of 45, but then we're able to actually keep spinning and get another 3 hits in. That's so nuts. That's why Oraka is so annoying in the late game. Next up, we have Ida. 133 from one kick, but it does knock them down instantly, so you have to wait for them to be not invulnerable again to use your second kick, and by then it's recharged. It actually recharges really, really quickly. Next up is Todoroki with his Ice Wall. This is more of a defensive move, so we'll have to see how much damage it actually does. Woo! Boy, at level 9, 190 damage. That's the highest damage so far, but it does have a pretty long cooldown, but it does protect you for quite a while. And now we have everyone's favorite frog right here. Everybody's so annoyed with her right now. They feel like she's way too OP, but let's see if she is OP. We just saw 190 damage from Todoroki. Okay, here we go. 105 damage, but she does have three counts of that, but it does knock the opponent down instantly, so I mean, I don't know, but it's the problem that people have is when you get the combo of the Q into the Q, and that's where the real damage comes in with Sue. Koshima, this guy is an absolute beast when it comes to his damage. We'll go ahead and just do a ground one here. What was that, 152, I think? Let's do a jumping one. 162? It's actually it's kind of hard to see. I think it's 162. Yeah, 162 damage on that, and he has 3 charges. And they recharge fast too. That's why Koshima is so strong in those close range fights. He's really, really good. Next up, we have Yayurozu. I'm gonna start back here a little bit because her shield is a little bit hard to aim, but yeah, let's see how much damage she does. Ooh, 143 damage, and I think you can do a second drive-by if you time it just right, but as you can see, he was still invulnerable right there, but if you time it just right, you can actually hit somebody twice even after they've gone invulnerable, so she can be really, really good. Next up, we have one of my favorite all-time beta skills in the game, and that is Kaminari's beta skill. It is so insane. We're going to use it on just Oraka first, but then we're going to go over and use it on Deku and Bakugo at the same time. So let's see how much damage we can do if we just hold it the whole time. I was able to actually kill her. Before it ran out, if she didn't regen health, which I have set on so she doesn't go down, we can actually kill an enemy with just his beta skill alone. That is one of the most OP beta skills. Let me show you it on 2 characters. Alright, so here's what it looks like on 2 characters. Oh jeez, it's so insane. Okay, right there. We saw 10% of our charge left if we hit every single charge on there. Woo! Kaminari's damage is insane. Now, it does do little chunks at a time, but they're not able to move while they're in that if you've used the proper skills beforehand, so it's really, really good. And here's Kendo's beta skill. Does a lot of damage. All joking aside, though, Kendo's beta skill is really, really good when it comes to protecting her from damage, and she can protect herself even from level 9 skills really easily, so leveling up her shield is actually worth it. Let's see how much Ibura's beta skill can do. Now, this is more of like a wide-ranged AoE attack, so I don't expect it to have the best damage, but I could be wrong. Yeah, not the best damage. It does, half a health bar, but it can hit multiple opponents at once, like you can see right there, and so that actually makes it really, really good. One of the harder beta skills to actually aim, and a lot of people sometimes struggle with it because the tracking can be kind of weird, but is All Mights, so let's go ahead and do this. But it does a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. So it has 2 hits on it. Let's see how much, if we can see how much. 67 and then 133. That might actually be the most damage. That's even more than Todoroki's Ice Wall. That was a really good chunk of damage. Jeez. All Might, he ain't the #1 hero for no reason. He hits really hard. Woo! Level 9 skill All Might, there you go. It is my pleasure to now be able to show you guys Aizawa, but at the same time, let's hope his tracking doesn't mess up, because it messes up a lot with his beta skill, and you don't get all the hits that you want to get, but let's see. Oh, we actually got all 5! Okay, but it's not the greatest. I would say, once again, the beta skill, not really worth leveling up on Aizawa, and I would actually focus on your other skills, specifically your Gamma skill first over the beta skill. The beta skill is mainly really good for movement on Aizawa, and I feel like his kicks just aren't that great, and the tracking isn't all that great. Alright, let's see how much Cementos' wall can do, and keep in mind, I'm just going to do a straight wall, but you can form Cementos' wall to any shape you want, really. 171 damage! And that's more of a defensive tool than anything, but that's actually really, really good. Oh my gosh, that's insane. 171 damage, that is nuts. Time for Mount Mami, we'll go ahead and hit it once, and then we'll kind of smash it and see how much we can do. So one time is 57, but keep in mind this is a very spammable move that recharges actually really quickly, so you can get a ton of damage in, but keep in mind they do get knocked after 3. One of the best beta skills in game, throwing Shigaraki's beta skill down. It's such a wide range, and look at the damage! It's absolutely nuts. It'll one-shot a player. It's so good. Another really good beta skill in the game, the villains seem to have good beta skills, is the Trap. The Trap does quite a bit of damage on its own. What was that? 3 charges of 29? Actually, not quite as much as I was looking for, but that's still pretty good damage overall. Half a health bar is decent, especially when you're able to rapidly set down these traps. This is another beta skill that I would argue can be really hard to aim and use just because of the way like it's designed to keep the character running. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But so like they get knocked and then you just keep going and you're like, ah, well, I hope I find another opponent. But you can make the second drive-by. Like it can be really, really good. So let's see how much damage though it actually does here on the initial hit. Okay, a little over half a health bar is actually pretty dang good, and then you're actually able to come back by for the drive-by. That's actually a really insane move if you're able to aim it, but it is kind of hard to aim Toga because she's moving so quickly. And last but not least, we have Compress with his ability to reflect damage, so let's see how much damage this character does right here. Come on, 57 back. So he reflects it back for, it looks like just about half of the damage that Deku would actually do, roughly. I don't know if that number is exact, but that's still pretty good damage for reflecting back. And look at how long I can just hold this up. Like, how many hits this thing takes. It's insane how many hits this just takes. And I haven't had to let it go at all. So Compress's beta skill, leveling it up, actually super, super worth it. And look at how big it is at level 9. It's actually really, really good. And that is it for all of the beta skills at level 9, guys. If you would like to see the Gamma skills and their damage in a video, please help get this video to 100 likes. And if you guys enjoyed the video and you're enjoying the channel and the content, please consider going down there, hitting that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 10,000 by the end of the year, and I need your guys' help, so please help me out and leave me some comments about what you guys thought about these damage numbers. Did you expect that amount of damage from each character? I know we all play the game, but sometimes you just don't stop to look at the damage and you don't realize how insane some of these characters' damages are. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Peace.